Camel. Camel history. The camel family originated in North America, where fossils of many different kinds of camel prototypes have been discovered. These early camels seem to have appeared in a wide range of shapes and sizes, with the smallest being only the size of a rabbit, and the largest standing 4.5 meters, 15 feet, at the shoulder. Eventually, the American camels migrated, some into what we call South America, and others northwest towards present-day Alaska. The northward-bound animals crossed into Asia over the ancient land bridge which then existed between the continents of America and Asia, and gradually evolved into today's Bactrean camel. The Arabian camel only appeared just over 6,000 years ago. It is believed to have been specially bred from the Bactrean camel as a one-humped domesticated form by tribes in Asia who left no written records of their success. The earliest reference to a one-humped camel appears on a piece of Egyptian pottery dating back to about 3000 BC. The South American camels did not develop humps, but there can be no mistake about their family origin if the head of the llama is studied and then compared to that of the catru camel. Of the 4 members of the camel family in South America, 2 are domesticated and 2 are wild animals. The domesticated forms are the llama and alpaca. The llama is used as a pack animal, but it is also bred for its wool and its tender meat. Its dung is used as fuel in areas where there is little timber. The alpaca is bred for its superb wool. Wool from the alpaca was once used to weave robes for the Inca noblemen. The guanaco is a wild member of the South American camel quartet, and it still survives in reasonable numbers in the mountains of Peru and Ecuador and in the hills and plains of Patagonia. Smallest of all camels is the Vikuna. This animal stands only 90 centimeters, 30 inches, at the shoulder and weighs no more than 50 kilograms, 110 pounds. Once widespread on the higher plains of the Andes, the Vikuna has been seriously reduced in numbers due to overhunting. Thanks to careful protection and conservation, this species has been brought back from the very brink of extinction, but it must still be regarded as a threatened wild animal in need of full protection. Size and weight. The Bactrean camel is 10 to 11.5 feet long, 5.2 to 5.9 feet tall at shoulder height, and weighs 990 to 1,100 pounds. Meanwhile, the dromedary camel is 7.2 to 11.2 feet long, 5.9 to 6.6 feet tall at the shoulder height, and weighs 880 to 1,320 pounds. Appearance. One of the camel's most notable physical traits is its hump or humps. While the dromedary camel has one hump, the Bactrin camel has 2 humps. They store fat in these humps, which later can be used as an energy source. They have other features that allow them to survive in the desert, such as double rows of extra long eyelashes to help keep sand out of the eyes. They are also able to close their nostrils to keep out sand. Diet. Camels are herbivores, eating grass, grains, wheat and oats. They will spend their days searching for food and grazing. However, food can be tough to come by in their harsh desert environment. They have tough but flexible lips that enable them to break off and eat vegetation, such as thorns or salty plants that other mammals may avoid. Like cows, camels are ruminants, meaning they regurgitate the food back up from their stomach to chew it again. A camel can survive for over a week without water and can survive for several months without 40. Camels store fat in their humps, which can be used for energy when food and water are scarce. The length of time that a camel can survive on this stored fat depends on the climate and the animal's activity level. The hump changes size depending on the amount of food that the animal eats. The camel's hump may lean over or dupe when food is scarce. Habitat. Camels typically live in deserts, where it is hot and dry. Geography. Bactrian camels are native to the Gobi Desert in China and the Bactrian steppes of Mongolia. Domesticated dromedary camels are found throughout desert areas in North Africa and the Middle East. A feral population of dromedary camels lives in Australia. Breeding. After a gestation period of 12 to 14 months, the female camel gives birth to one or rarely two newborns. An expectant mother removes herself from the herd when she is about to give birth. She finds a private area covered with vegetation for her calving spot. A newborn camel is born without humps, but small peaks hide with a tassel of curly hair, indicating where the humps will grow. The newborn is able to walk within half an hour after it is born. After about 2 weeks, the mother and her young return to the herd. The mother continues to nurse her young for 10 to 18 months, depending on species and the availability of food. Camels reach full adult size when they are about age 7. Social structure. Camels are social animals that live in groups, called herds. The herd consists of a dominant adult male, females, and their young. Other males that have been chased out of the group form bachelor herds. Camels communicate with each other with many sounds, such as moans and loud bellows. Mothers and their newborns hum to each other. They may blow on each other's faces as a friendly way to greet one another. Positions of the head, neck, ears, and tail have different meanings in camel society. For example, ears forward indicates alertness, sport, and for their meat. They are also killed due to human conflict, as they compete with dome-tick camels for grazing and watering spots. Habitat loss is another major threat to the species, as human activities like illegal mining operations spread into their habitat. Conservation status. The Bactrean camel is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. There are currently about 650 Bactrean camels in China and about 450 in Mongolia. Conservation efforts. The Wild Camel Protection Foundation was established in 1997, with the sole aim of protecting wild Bactrean camels. They set up a natural reserve in China for wild Bactrean camels. Their aim is to protect its habitat in the fragile and unique desert ecosystems in the Gobi and Gashun Gobi deserts in northwest China and southwest Mongolia.